Hey Dreamlight Valley fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a man cave. Now, I had a lot of fun making this man cave because I got to do something that I think is truly inspiring. I actually made an entertainment center. Now, no hate, alright? I had to go with what was in the game. We don't actually have an entertainment style item in the game. So I went with a kitchen island and some different cabinets, and I think the overall design turned out really cute. I was super proud of it. I hope you guys like it too. So I decided to do this man cave because, we're coming up on Easter and, dads kind of like to chill, watch the football game, reruns of football games, in kind of a space of solitude, right? So that's kind of my idea. This build would also work for Father's Day, but I will have a different Father's Day build when that time comes. I wanted to use the Starry Night Sky windows just because I wanted to add to that kind of intimate space, that's just for Dad, and that is his own little hideaway, his home away from home, if you will. I used Sully's chair because, come on, we have to have the ultimate dad chair. I was toying around with the idea of using the old worn out armchair, but I thought, Dad needed an upgrade. So we gave him Sully's chair, which I think was the best decision out there. I wanted to make kind of a little kitchen area too, just dads are lazy. Alright, let's be 100% real, 100% honest. When dads chill, they are lazy. And so I wanted to kind of make a little space for him to, store extemporaneous things. I used this refreshment cooler because, if Dad has a beer, it's going to be at arm's length, right? So it's going to be chilling out in this cooler right next to the chair. And so this little kitchen idea was super simple. Just a fridge, just a little space, to house a blender. Because, health conscious dad and all. And I put the hot plate on the... I love that. I put the hot plate on the coffee table just because, again, it's Dad being lazy, right? And that's totally fine. I put some really eclectic pieces around, like this helmet lamp. I thought, what kind of things would a dad have in his man cave? Like, it's going to be completely eclectic, right? There's not going to be anything that matches. There's not going to be anything that makes sense to a normal person, but it makes sense to Dad, right? And this is his space. So we kind of just threw some things together, but we still did it in an artistic way and in a way that I think, even though in its eclectic nature, it still kind of semi-made sense. So I had a little bit of trouble coming up with things to put on the floor just because, I was trying to think of dadcore ideas and, kind of things that if we only had scattered papers, right, like we do in Animal Crossing, that would have been perfect to just throw those around. But we don't even have trash piles. So, devs, if you're listening, we need trash piles because we need dads to be semi-lazy. I used the old chandelier because, again, Dad is not going to clean the chandelier. He's not going to get on a ladder and dust off that thing. So it's going to gather cobwebs. It's going to gather a whole bunch of stuff. And so, yeah, I thought it fit perfectly. And for every man cave, you have to have a fireplace. So I went with kind of this basic fireplace just because it felt the most homely and it fit really well. And being the Monsters Inc. one, it kind of went hand in hand with the Sully chair. And now the walls were a different story altogether. Like, I wanted some random art pieces, but I didn't want like really foo-foo art pieces. I wanted things that would convey as sort of more masculine, if you will. And so I kind of went with more of the Moana pieces just because they seem to make the most sense. And of course the Lion King lion's hat, gotta go with that for the ultimate man cave, right? And so those tribal paintings I think fit really well. Now there's 2 different TVs that you can use. I really like the newest curved TV that we saw, so that is the one that I chose. Now for some reason it didn't fit exactly in the middle, so that's the only thing, like, spatially that I would maybe take into consideration when you're doing this. Maybe use a smaller, maybe cabinet that is the exact same size so that it's kind of in the middle. But again, I think it still turned out really cute. It's definitely very functional, and I think it's definitely something that Dad would really enjoy. And that was what this whole build was about, right? This is, I never got to do anything like this for my dad, so it's kind of like living vicariously through the game, which is amazing that it affords us this. And of course, we have to have the moose head because it's the quintessential dad thing, right? It's almost in every dad den or in every kind of man cave, there has to be a mounted animal head somewhere. So there it is, friends. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And again, thank you so much for watching.